My friends, we've got 5 deadly turns for you today. Not just as a striker, also for you midfielders. We are gonna ball. That's the GOLUREMI way. Let's go. All right, guys, so the most important thing for you to know when you are making a turn as an attacking player is that you have to know the space around you, all right? So we've got 5 turns to you right now. The very first thing you have to know is where is the space behind me? Is there a defender here? My friends, we've been brought here by YouTube and Google to their corporate headquarters here in Kansas City. Obviously, they've tasked us with trying to understand subscribe-itis.
Subscribe-itis. Some of you are forgetting to click the like button,
No!
the subscribe button,
God!
and even the bell notification.
No! God, please, no!
Here's live footage of a viewer with subscribe-itis attempting to subscribe to the channel. Pathetic. Practice safe subscribing. Sit down when you subscribe. And don't forget to go check out GOLUREMI.com.
My friends, we have a meeting with Miley Cyrus, Jeff Agus, and Kevin Hart to figure out what's going on. Let's go. Yeah. All right, we'll see you later, Miley. Yeah, I love Wrecking Ball. You should do another one. You should do another one.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
These are the things that you need to know, and the very first one is how to keep your foot on the ball, okay? That is your basic, your straight up turn, all right? So you are going to settle the ball like this with your foot on it. You know where that defender is. That's why my arm is here, and then you can spin off, all right? So from there, you can do everything, all right? So that's your very first turn. Get your foot set, find the defender, and then spin. You can spin to the outside, you can spin to the inside. It really doesn't matter. The most important thing is knowing your environment and knowing the surrounding area around you. All right, so for the second turn, you guys, this is one that you have to also have down. These are the basic turns, things that you have to understand. That's turning to your inside. Now you can't just turn, if I stand flat-footed like this, with my body straight up, and a defender right here on my back, he knows everything. You've got to put some space in between you and the defender, and you can do that all sorts of ways. Number 1, you could push off, all right? Number 2, you could stand like this, and then the second you're ready to check, boom, you sprint off. And now you turn with the inside of your foot, okay? The biggest mistake you can make is trying to turn while flat-footed like this with your body straight up. Give a little feint, do something else before, and that's what's gonna lead us to our next point, which is turning to the outside. Turning to the outside, my friends, we're getting a little bit more tricky with it. This is more of an advanced technical skill because it's easier to lose the ball, all right? So when you are going to check, everything else that we said applies. You've got to know where the defender is. You've got to give yourself some space between the defender and the ball. But the trickiest part about it is knowing how far to push the ball out. Do I just turn tight and try and spin the defender? Well, it depends on where you're at in the field. If you're in the midfield, more than likely this is going to be very good because a defender is going to come real tight on you.
Real tight on you. Real tight on you.
All right, if you're in the box or right outside the box, most defenders know that they've got to be very careful. Number 1, they don't want to foul you. Number 2, they don't want you to just turn and get a shot off, all right? So most importantly, when you're looking to turn with the outside of your foot, know where you are on the field and know that if you're right outside the box, try and give yourself a little bit of space. The bigger the touch I take, the more chance I have of keeping the ball. You, of course, have to know where you're at on the field and whether or not that'll work for you. So now we're at number 4. Guys, this one, we've got to have some flick. We've got to have some creativity. These are the type of things you see tons of Brazilians and African players doing stuff like this because it's flashy. So the ball comes into you, and instead of you protecting the ball, you are going to expose the ball, which means that you might just try and course the ball through the guy's legs, all right? You might let the ball go through and then turn and go, all right? This is not necessarily a Hail Mary, And those of you guys that don't know American football, Hail Mary is just like a huge prayer, just a crazy chance. This is something that you think, all right, I need to score. I need to get a shot off. This is not going to be something, this is not going to be a turn that you're going to do every time, because the most important thing for you as a striker is to keep the ball for your team, all right? Keep the ball, get the goal, all right? If you have possession of the ball, you're going to have more chances. So this is something to use rarely, but it's deadly if you can get it right. So those are your key points. Just make sure to know to use this in the right spots. All right, now we are at our very most complicated one. This is the flick up. Guys like Thierry Henry, Neymar, they are masters at this, all right? So we're gonna show you a clip of Thierry Henry flicking the ball up and turning to shoot. The key here is that you don't even have to turn the defender completely, all right? So what you'll see from Thierry Henry in this famous goal that he scored at Highbury, I think it was 2002, I don't know, something like this. He flicks the ball up and he has a shot. The defender doesn't stand a chance, nor does the goalie, all right? So the reason that we talk about kicking the ball up in the air is because there are some spots on a defender that is very hard for them to defend. And if you can flick the ball up and then turn, they really can't stop you. Their best chance is to grab you, to try and push you with their body. And if they can do that, all right, maybe. But the advantage is on your side. So when you're going to do this, remember to angle yourself. Everything still applies that we said. Check off if you can. When you come to get the ball, boom, you take a little touch, you go in around, and that's it. You score, you celebrate. You go to GOLUREMI.com and, you know, you buy some Socks Pro, because that's what we've got for you right down below. 10% off Socks Pro for you. You know what? 20% off Socks Pro just for today. 25% off in the next 24 hours just for you, okay? Can't say we don't love you. That's worth a subscribe. Okay, see you later. My friends, that's the vid. You know what to do, okay? GOLUREMI Nation, go to GOLUREMI.com, give us a like, comment, subscribe, do all the things you know you're supposed to do. We love you guys. You guys ready for this crossbar? Let's just move the camera right over here. Crossbar, no look. Nailed it.